Yeah, we work to work, you late to work, I holla and they send it. You know my pride was colder than Chicago in December. My bitch came up in ankle with her mama was her daddy. And when I'm in the Midwest, she say holla at your family. My dog paid me that cup, taste like candy.
As soon as I started recording, this other guy pulled up in this parking lot, so that's awkward. I was watching this video earlier today by Rick Bevington. We'll put a link to his channel down in the description. It was this video, you've consumed enough, it's time to create, which obviously the video worked. I'm trying to do that right now. The video is about overconsumption and constantly learning but never creating. So learning how to create something but never actually doing it, right? Like constantly watching Instagram reels or YouTube videos on how to do things and then never actually doing them. And that's a big fucking problem that I have. You know, I have really bad imposter syndrome and also anxiety in front of a camera. This is really weird. I don't like other people seeing me talk because I'm not usually all that amazing at it. This guy's stressing me out. He's not even looking at me. I know he doesn't even give a shit. But it's like, this is like exposure therapy for me. So I quit my job back in, I think it was November, early November. I think it was November. I quit my job. You know, that job being a warehouse, like inventory management job, and then did that for a year. And before that, I worked in a metal stamping factory for a year. But the plan being to save up enough money to quit my job to be a photographer, the thing that I've wanted to do for most of my life, and I've just never really tried. And I was fully aware of the possibility that it just wouldn't work out, wouldn't do it good enough, and I'd have to get a job again. That's just kind of part of the process, but if I fail, I will continue to try. It's kind of looking like I've been failing. I have been failing. I did quit my job in a slow season, the winter, and most of what I do is portraits and business photography. Basically, I have failed so far to do the thing that I set out to do because I don't know how to do it and I'm scared to do it, and I think my work sucks, except not really. I overthink it a lot. I never think my stuff is good enough, which, I'm pretty sure most people get. Like, I think I have some good work. I have a lot of photos that I'm happy with. I have a lot of prints on my walls that I've made, and it feels really good to have your work realized, have it as a physical thing rather than just a post on fucking Instagram or a photo on your phone. It's nice to have them online for people to see, but the point of me doing photography isn't just to have like a pretty photo on my phone. It's to build a body of art that I can look back on, and my favorite thing is to have a physical medium for that. I love to have a physical print. It's just so surreal to me, which leads me into this project that I've been working on recently, or I just kind of started working on recently. The premise of it is kind of, not to sound cliche, but beauty in the mundane, finding interest in a place that I've come to hate. Not just this one specific town, but this region, this area, this type of location. But I live in Rochester, Michigan, in the good old USA. Ooh, baby. And previously, I lived in Oxford. Both of these towns largely being just a hell of parking lots and chain stores. And yes, there is some cool nature around, but it's all just running trails and shit. There's no crazy hiking around. You have to go a few hours out of the way to really get any good hiking. And it's not the place I'd like to photograph, but I can't really do a whole lot about it because I live here. So I'm trying to force myself to find something interesting in this place that I kind of despise. And that always seems to be, the time I feel the most comfortable, the time that I find things the most interesting is times like this. In the middle of the night, especially in the winter, when it is snowing, except it's not snowing right now. I really wish it was. That'd be awesome. Recently it's just been super cold, super dry, and super windy, and also very gray. It's just fucking gray all the time. Today it was sunny, that was really nice, but it's just been gray all the fucking time. And there hasn't been all that much precipitation. I wish it would fucking snow more. I do have some photos, which I'll, show from this project. I don't know what to call it, and I haven't exactly figured out how to describe it yet, other than the, beauty in the mundane kind of thing. I fear being cliche. I don't like being cliche, And that sentence to me is very cliche. But I'd like to make a photo book out of this, and I'd like to do a little bit of writing to explain my thought process of these things. But it seems to me that not only is the snow really beautiful to me, but the lack of people and the lack of text and signage, just the lack of human essence, communication, I guess. I find comfort in the sort of emptiness. It's really peaceful. There's occasionally a car that goes by. There's this guy sitting in this car over here that I'm super anxious. Not because he's scary or something. It's just oh, someone's watching me talk to a fucking camera. I'm gonna move.
Said that I'm a cool cat, fuck that, 7 minutes I'm a top dog. Get shot, rollin' with a little propane. Outside, bunch of niggas doing donuts. Yeah, got the money in a headlight. Big dog, every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't die, then teach him how to pump fake. Big shot.
Go sideways here. Nobody else is here that I know of. I can't see anyone. We're gonna hope my car doesn't get towed over there. Yeah, so the photo collection, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I kind of started it a little bit late. It is still January by 3 days. I really hope it snows a bit more so I can come out and get some nice looking photos, because when it barely snows and then I come out here and it's just mush and it's barely anything on the ground, it's annoying and it doesn't look all that great. There's still some nice lights around, but the feel is not there. I am also doing this in black and white, largely as inspiration, surprise, surprise, from 90s or early 2000s street photographers. There's one in particular, Japanese guy.
Tatsuo Suzuki.
Yeah, I just like the old black and white film look, and I don't really shoot it that much, is why I'm doing it. I'm just trying to do something different, something new, and I want to document it, so I'm making a photo book out of it. And the combination of me making videos on it, ooh, please don't break. That's right under a tree. It's very windy right now. The combination of making videos and photos and photo books and prints, it's just, there's so much creation happening, and that's really nice. What I'm trying to do is just make shit, and that's the fucking point. I'm only 21, I got a lot of years left to go, but I wasted so many years being afraid of what other people think, and I'm still afraid of what other people think, but not as much. Enough to just make a video like this and fucking post it and hopefully have something interesting to say and something that maybe helps another person. Don't do what I did and just not fucking do anything for years. I spent years saying I want to make things and then never making anything, right? You always plan to create something like a YouTube video. I always watched videos on photography and video creation, and I was doing all of this learning how to do stuff and then never actually doing it. So what's the point? Just fucking make something. Please just make something. If you have something you want to make, go fucking make it, right? If you want to be a photographer, go take some fucking photos, right? Get some friends, get some family, find a random fucking person on the street that consents to it, go, hey, you know, I'm a photographer, I'm trying to build my portfolio, here's some of my work, can I take some photos for you? And take some pictures. That's if you're, you know, a portrait photographer or a family photographer or whatever. If you are a landscape photographer and you live in a place like this, where it's fucking boring, there isn't much of a landscape to take pictures of, maybe try what I'm doing. Make time. Don't make excuses. That was kind of lame. Make time, right? I spent 2 years working shit jobs that I hated to build up enough money to be able to just quit my job and just do shit. Just go full force. And that's a lucky position to be in. Not everybody can do that. Oh shit. Oh shit. Sorry, I had to bust a move. Please just go make something. If you want to make something, go fucking make something. Stop preparing. Stop endlessly learning and preparing without doing. The learning and the preparing are something you do in conjunction with the creating. So go do that. Don't be me.
I ain't tripping, I don't wanna lose count. Talking my shit, it was just